we fell in love with Wes Nelson on Love Island, but he's the one loving life at the moment as he's signed a record deal. His debut single, See Nobody, hit over 1 million Spotify views just in under 2 weeks. He entered the UK hip hop charts at the top, and now he joins me. I'm so thrilled to have you here. How are you, Wes?
Hello. You good?
How are you doing? I mean, these are things that you've dreamt of doing, and they're actually happening. How does that feel?
It's honestly one of the most fulfilling feelings, like just having a dream and then pursuing it, throwing every ounce of energy that I have into it, and then it finally coming to light. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
Yeah, because I was going through your Instagram and I saw a gorgeous photo of little Wes singing, and next to it you had, see, I wasn't lying. This is something I've always wanted to do. So when you sat down and you signed that record contract, I mean, you've had so many great things happen to you over the last few years, but when you signed that record contract, was that one of the greatest moments?
That for me is the proudest moment. Proudest moment of my career, life, whatever you want to say. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Just just having that long-term goal and then patiently chipping away at it, building the confidence, and then it finally coming to light. You just can't describe it. It's just the weirdest thing.
How did you celebrate? Did you get a chance to celebrate?
Well, to be fair, the celebration has just been me watching it climb the charts, and for me, that was like the best thing I could have asked for. Obviously, we had the launch listening party sort of thing, and had some drinks and what have you there. But since then, it's just been all guns blazing, like full steam ahead. I've not really had any time to relax. I've just constantly been doing work behind the scenes. I didn't realize how much work there was behind the scenes even after you released the song. There's so much to do.
Besides press, what else are you having to do?
Obviously, I'm constantly recording from the marketing side of things as well. There's so much, and of course, I don't want people to just think this is a one-hit wonder. But I'm sat on nearly 40 songs now, so
wow.
I've got a whole bank to sort of sit back and look at and decide what I'm going to follow this up with.
Is that, I suppose, more nerve-wracking than your debut single? Because you get it out there, you're nervous, but then it's like, woohoo, we can celebrate, it's gone to the top. And then you go, oh my God, there's nowhere left to go. It went straight to the top.
I didn't want to release anything until I've done at least 20 songs. So, and now I've got 40. I've doubled what I wanted to have before I've released. So, and there's some songs in there that I even prefer to this one. This one just made sense to put out first. So there's some serious heat that I'm sitting on, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it.
Wow. And then as well as putting out music, you get to do other cool stuff like your video. I bet you that was all your idea, yeah?
It was my idea. As soon as I had the vision of the song, and as soon as I wrote the song, I knew exactly what I wanted to do to visualize it and put it on a screen. And I relayed the idea across the label. They loved it, and they made it happen. Like this the best. I couldn't have asked for a better music video. They exceeded my expectations of what we could get done, and it's an amazing video. Super fun to be a part of.
I was going to say, I know it's a lot of hard work, but come on, did you feel like a big kid on set in those cars?
Absolutely. That's not even a secret. I was buzzing. I was jumping around everywhere. I was trying to have a go. My manager's like looking at me like, you are not insured to spin around in these cars. Just like, just let me have a go. Just one go. But yeah, I love cars as well. And I love all the stuff that surrounds them. So for me to have cars in my music video and it to be about foot down and drifting, it's made a little kid's dream come true. So yeah.
What were you more nervous about? Sharing your music with the world or sharing your music with mates who are also in this business? I saw on your Instagram again, Idris Elba was there commenting on your music. When you're sharing stuff with him, I know he's your friend, but he's in this industry as well. Do you get a bit nervous?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, these are people that I like and get on well with, but they're experts in their field, whether it be acting, whether it be music, or both if you're Idris. So they know what they're talking about. They know what sells. They know what does well, and they have a whole plethora of opinions from the years. So they know exactly what people will like and what they won't like. So when they're listening to my music as a debut single and they all showed such a positive reaction, I couldn't even, I was just bouncing around. As soon as I hung up the phone on these people, I'm just jumping up and down the room. I'm like, oh my God, they like it. And then when it comes to, if they liked it, my mentality was that if they like it, hopefully the world's gonna like it. And that's what's happening thus far. So I'm just gonna keep it going.
The world came to know you as Wes from Love Island. Is it really
Yeah.
nice to show them another side of Wes?
This is the thing. So as weird as it sounds, when people say, oh, you're sort of rebranding in a sense. And I'm like, well, when I've thought about this today, I was like, that wasn't necessarily me. This has always been me. Like, music has always been me. It's never been showcased before. And people think it's like a rebrand, but this is just a branding. This is how I would brand myself.
Yeah.
So before, it's like, that was an edit on a show, or I was shown on doing a competition that I was given an opportunity to do, and this, that, and the other. But I've never really gone out and done what I really wanted to do. So this for me is just me showing who I really am. This is Wes, the music artist. This has always been Wes.
Well, we got to see that side of Wes. I think I was really surprised because I saw this side of Wes on X Factor, the celebrity.
Yeah.
So is that the first time that people went, oh my God, he's not on there just because of where he came from. He's on there because he has the talent.
Yeah, I loved X Factor Celebrity. It taught me a lot of things behind the scenes, taught me how to record my music for myself, which is obviously super important during lockdown because I've had to record everything on my own. And it just gave me that taster of what it could be like to be in the music industry. And not that I'd even needed it, but it just motivated me even more to just want to get my work out and show people there's more sides to me than just dating.
Is that nice as well? Because I've heard you say as well, you know what, I love the dating, that's great. But this year is all about me focusing on me and my music.
That's absolutely right. And I think for the foreseeable, if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm not ruling it out. I'm just not just going to bin everything off just because of music, and people have relationships and dating music super successfully. But for me right now, the focus is just music and really working on something that I'm proud to be a part of and start to be a part of. So yeah, I'm married to music right now, I suppose you could say.
And that's
So,
that's not a bad thing.
no, not at all. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a 22-year-old boy. I can still talk to girls and this, that, and the other, but I don't want to commit to something where it has a direct impact on how my career is doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And have any of your Love Island mates reached out to you?
Yeah, and most of them, in fact, they've all been super supportive. They've shared the song and really helped me get the song out there to people and showcase the song. So there's been no bitterness. Everyone's been super nice, which is good to see. And I'd do the same for them if the roles were reversed as well. So yeah, it's been nice to have the support from the guys.
Are you still keeping in contact with them actively, or have you all just gone in your own direction? But as you said, really happy to see it's almost like a school class. You may not be friends all the time, but when one of them does well, you're happy to like see them do really well.
Yeah, exactly. And we talk to each other. We do talk to each other a lot, and we do interact with each other, whether through Instagram or, well, mostly through Instagram nowadays with COVID. But
yeah,
no, everyone's super close, and we went through a little journey ourselves, and it's very difficult to understand and comprehend it even after. And what you see on the news and stuff, it's hard to understand what people are going through, and it's always good to be there for the people that have gone through similar journeys to you. So everyone's pretty close still.
Wes, you mentioned you're sitting on 40 songs. Does this mean we may have an album soon?
There's no plan to do an album as of yet. Like, we're not focusing that far ahead. For me, I just want to get a couple of singles out first. I want to get a few singles out, maybe a little body of work, like an EP or an R&B bits and pieces, and take a little different route. But for now, no album. But there will be 100%. I want to bring out an album in the future, just not quite yet.
Well, can't wait for that. If you're telling me it's hotter than what you've just released, cannot wait to hear the other stuff.
Hey, trust me, you ain't ready for this yet.